Welcome, children, to an interesting session of our English language class. It is an important and an interesting chapter named Articles. Now, you know there are 26 alphabets in our English book. Out of these 26 alphabets, 5 of them are vowels. So, we know which are vowels? They are A, E, I, O, and U. The rest of the alphabets are consonants. Now we will see where do we put the articles a, an, and the. Now here's a small table given and we'll complete it. Now look, there's the first figure of a river. So here it is mentioned a river. And the name of the river is Kaveri. And what is used in before Kaveri? The article the. Now let's see why a and the are written for the same picture. So, a river. This is a common noun and it is not a definite object. It can be any river. So it is written a river. Now in this column there is written the Kaveri. Now the name of the river is specified. Since it is specified and it is a definite thing, therefore the article the is used. Now look at the second picture. There's a picture of a historical monument. So in the first column it is written a monument. So in the next column, can you identify the picture? Yes, it is the Taj Mahal. So we'll write the Taj Mahal. Right? Now you have some more pictures also. So I would like you to try and do the rest of the work yourself. Now let's move to the next page. Now you have already learnt about a and an. So a and an, since they are used before an unspecified and unidentified objects, so it is an indefinite article. So what is a and an? It is an indefinite article. So if a and an are indefinite articles, the word the is a definite article. Indefinite articles are used for countable singular common nouns. So when are these indefinite articles? What are the indefinite articles mentioned? It is a and an. So a and an are indefinite articles and they are used for countable singular common nouns that are mentioned for the first time. So when are a and an used? They are used before countable singular common nouns that are mentioned for the first time. Now look, a is used before words that begin with consonants. So we know that a, e, I, o, u are vowels and the rest of the alphabets are consonants. So before consonant sound words, we use the article a. Let's see some examples. A dog, a knife, a university, a red umbrella, a sour orange. So these are some words which have a consonant sound. Although you can see a is used before the word university, which begins with a vowel, but it sounds consonant when pronounced. That is why a is used before a vowel that sounds a consonant. Next, you can see that article an is used before a vowel sound word. Now let's study the examples. An amazing dog, an unknown university, an umbrella, an R, an orange. Now look at the word R. It begins with a consonant word H, but it sounds a vowel when pronounced. That is why an is used before the word R. Let's move on. The definite articles can be used for specific nouns that might be singular, plural, countable, or uncountable. So the definite article, which is a definite article? It is the. It can be used for specific nouns that might be singular, plural, countable, or uncountable. Now, these are some situations where this definite article, the, is used. Now, let's see where are they used. Now, study carefully. A noun that has been mentioned earlier. So, a noun that has been mentioned earlier. For example, a boy came to meet me. And the second sentence says, the boy gave me a note. Why is a used here and the used here? In the first case, a is used because the boy is an unknown person and he is not a specified noun. That is why the article a is used before it. Next, we can see that for the same case, boy, the article the is used. Why? Because this boy has been mentioned in the previous sentence. So it is a specified noun. That is why the article the is used. Next, names of rivers, oceans, seas, bays, gulfs. So when we mention the names of rivers, oceans, seas, bays and gulfs, we use the article the. For example, the Amazon, the Arctic Ocean, the Black Sea, the Bay of Bengal, the Gulf of Mexico. Next we have, when we write the names of mountain ranges, island chains, specific geographical spots, then we use the article the, like the Nilgiris, the Philippines. The Philippines is an island chain, so we use the before it because it is a specified island chain, and the equator. Next we go on to the next section where we use the. We use the before the names of famous buildings, ships, planes, trains, books, etc. that are unique or one of a kind. That is, which is nowhere else mentioned, like the Qutub Minar. It is a famous building and we know there is no Qutub Minar other than this. The Rajdhani Express. It is the name of the train. Then a holy book, the Mahabharat. It is the name of a book. Then the Indian Express. Now these are some places where we use the article the. Let's move on. people from the same country, region or tribe. Now when we name the people from the same country, region or tribe, then we use the word the, like the English, the Sikkimese, the Maori. We also use the before superlative forms of adjectives like the brightest light, the most tuneful voice. I hope you can understand. Okay, let's move on to our next chapter. Next page. Sorry. We use the before ordinals. Ordinals is like, for example, the ninth president, the billionth baby, the 29th of February. So these are ordinals. Ordinals are 9th, billionth, 29th. And before them also we use the article the. Next we use it before the cardinal directions. The cardinal directions are east, south, and we use the before them also. Now let's do an exercise. Fill in the blanks using a, an or the. Put a cross where none of them is required. Let's do it. London is on dash river Thames. So what is the article that is to be used? We use the before it. Why? Because river Thames is a definite thing. And before a definite thing we use a article the. It is a bustling city. Right? A number of famous people have lived there. So now you have got what you have to do in this exercise. So I'll do the first exercise and you will do the second one. The famous poets, because the names of poets are given here, William Blake and John Milton. So the famous poets William Blake and John Milton worked there. For a long time now, London has been the capital of England. So I have done this first exercise and you will do the next one. Now look at the next exercise. You have to complete this passage by using a, an or the. Now here's a small story about the bear and the bees. So the topic will be named the bear and the bees, because it is a story about them only. Now begin with the story. A bear came across a log near an apple tree where dash swarm of bees had nested to make honey. As he snooped around, dash single little bee flew out of the log to protect dash swarm. Now the rest of the blanks will be filled by you. I hope you can do it. Yes, it is an interesting work to be done. So do it and we'll move on to the next page. So this is the whole story that ends over here. So we'll continue. Rewrite the sentences, inserting articles wherever necessary. Now I'll do some of them and you will rewrite the sentences in your copy and then submit it. So the first sentence is, I am not sure if bank will be open today. I am not sure if the bank will be open today. Next, my mother bought 2.5 kilos of potatoes. My mother bought 2.5 kilos of potatoes. Now I have shown 2 examples and you will do the rest of the work all by yourself. I hope you will enjoy it and do it. So have a nice time, do your work nicely and spend the day playfully. Thank you and have